Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me and Meena every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. Thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, you hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth at both sides of the story. Thank you for your kind support. So let's start with the first quotation, friends. It starts with this is from the Rig Veda. One should perform karma with nonchalance, without expecting the benefits, because sooner or later, one shall definitely get the fruit. So here it's very clear that see, whenever you are doing something which you feel is going to be beneficial for you, do not expect any results immediately. Do it with your full passion, do it as if you enjoy it, and then once it's done, go on to the next, rather than thinking that, see, when am I, going to get the benefits of this? It won't come immediately. It may come much later, but keep on doing it. Each block or each brick makes a building, and that's how our our future works. And if you look at the artwork today, see, this is again from the Four Seasons in a Haveli, and this painting is from the Spring collection, which is 4 paintings in the series. And here, as I said, spring represents the younger part of a woman's life, as in when she's yearning, for or falling in love with a person, and how everything about her is youthful, and there is innocence in her, persona. And this I represent because whenever you say that life is just budding, you have green, and greenery shows you that, see, the seeds are coming into becoming plants, so in this way, the 4 paintings in this section are in green in color. So let me just welcome you all. Rhea Chakravarti is the devil's daughter. She also appears to be a drug peddler and a high-class prostitute, says Tara. Heard it through Koi Moy yesterday, was not surprised. Sunita, good evening and welcome. Thank you, Sunita. Welcome, Karthik. Welcome, Goddess. Yes, on a study break. Welcome, Maya. Awesome painting. Again, looks like a Rishi's hermit in the background. Thank you, Karthik. Welcome, Nisha. Always nice to see you. Jadev's taking a study break. Some exam in the offing, yeah. Ashok, welcome. Welcome, Radhika. Oh, you're in Dubai. Welcome. Hello, Nilesh. Welcome, Lakshmi. Welcome, Radhika. Welcome, Maya. Painting of woman is spring season, green. Yes, means a new fresh start. Beautiful conception. Thank you so much, Maya. Welcome, Mahimagini. Rhea coming out with bunties, yes. Welcome, Selva. Very nice to see all of you. And let's start with the session with the first piece of news. So we'll move on to that. Welcome, Meera. Welcome, Goddess. The painting wording is so true. Do karma selflessly just for the sake of doing good. Yes. Welcome, Ashisha. Sunita, beautiful woman on your. Thank you. Rhea coming out with yes. I got time today. We'll watch your show. Welcome, Maya. Divided Streets. Welcome. Welcome, Lata. So here we'll start with what seems to be the obvious. Thank you, Nirupama. Really sweet of you. Yeah. So let's start with the what seems to be a very obvious, relationship that these people have when they are, discussing the same topic or when they are, working together. Now, this actress, or I wouldn't even call her an actress because she doesn't have any movies till date after Chehre, and that also a minuscule role in that. This woman has not got anything after that. And this seems obviously to be Sushant's curse, nothing else. On Thursday, news broke out claiming that Rhea is dating Seema Sajdeh's brother Bunty Sajdeh, who is in his 40s. Now, he's the MD and CEO of Cornerstone Sport. Not only that, he's a partner in the Dharma company, which is Karan Johar's company. Now, the agency handles some of the biggest names in the sports world, including, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, and Shikhar Dhawan. He was also a part of he's also a part of the Dharma Cornerstone. So, here you will see. Recently we saw Rhea at a party, and we were quite surprised because it was she was hugging Karan Johar, and of course all the fossilized Bollywood wives were also there, and including Farah, of Hrithik Roshan's wife, and her boyfriend. So we were just wondering what is now the status. Before we move on to the next picture, let me just talk about Rhea's dress. Just look at the way she's dressed. Everything is only about skin, and this doesn't look fashionable. It doesn't look elegant. She's just showing her navel, and she's showing her breasts. So here you see Bunty looks so similar to Virat Kohli, and he's handling his his business deals. Yes. So this is let's go back to Bunty Sajdeh. Now, Bunty Sajdeh, you remember, he was questioned by CBI 2 times in the Sushant Singh case. Now, Cornerstone is a talent management company where Sushant Rajput had an account, and Bunty Sajdeh was asked about the details of his earnings through the projects offered to him by Cornerstone. Now, if you go to that stage, so if you go to that stage, at that time, let me tell you that the agency asked Bunty about whether Shruti Modi also handled Sushant's girlfriend's, profile, which is Rhea's profile. Now, Disha Salian died on June 8th, just 5 days before the death of, 5 or 6 days before the death of Sushant on June 14th. Now, the source says Sajdeh will also be asked whether Sushant spoke to anyone at Cornerstone regarding the sudden death of Disha Salian, who worked for a very short time with the actor. The agency was also questioned whether questioned Rhea's father at that time, same time, and so at this time we really did not know what was the connection between all these people. Now, here when they were asked about whether they have a relationship, people, they, of course, they will deny it, just like the Bollywood family always denies it. So they'll people say that it's good to see them together, happy. Whatever she's been through in the last few years, now he has a shoulder to offer her. So it's also that fact that they seem to be partners in crime. So I would not say literally crime, is symbolic. Now, when she was being handled by Kwan, she was being paid also by Kwan. So what was it for? Like I mentioned yesterday, it was for whatever, she was being introduced to people. So she was more like an escort. And that's how she met Sushant. And they say Sushant fell in love with her, but actually it was not that. They just planted her in his life. Now, Bunty Sajdeh, you can see in a lot of the, if you look at his pictures in the IPL parties, with all the cricketers he's seen there, because he was handling their businesses. And if you look at the IPL, you'll know that it is a very, very corrupt, scenario there, because, many a time, South African models who were a part of it have said that, there were drugs, and women were being sexually exploited. The cheerleaders who were brought were specifically used, and abused. And if they protested, they were sent back. So there were lots of what you call confessions by these South African, cheerleaders. So this is all arranged by people like this Bunty Sajdeh of Cornerstone. Now, you also know that Shruti Modi was handling Sushant's accounts. So, we also we made you hear, listen to the audio where, the conversation where Rhea was trying to control his accounts, and on what basis, we really don't know because we very clearly know that through body language that they were not really a couple at all. And Sushant was quite scared about his money getting depleted so fast. Now, see, when you look at the connection with the Cornerstone at Kwan, you see Bunty's wife was married to Salman Khan's brother. Now, of course, they divorced. But apparently, each one knew how much each actor or each cricketer or each person earned and where the money was going. Now, there were desperate attempts to make Sushant open shell companies, with Rhea and her brother, so that it could be used for nefarious purposes. That also happened. So everything is connected, and even if you think that now there is a relationship between these two, it's not a relationship of love. It is all a business relationship, which happens, as we explained yesterday, that see, there is no love here. That it is only convenience, So here, if Rhea is doing what her job is meant to, do, whether it's giving drugs or buying drugs or trading with drugs, or whether she is a honey trap, whatever it is, Bunty Sajdeh obviously will be using her. Similarly, she'll be also using Bunty Sajdeh, because if you remember very clearly, I don't know whether you were aware, in when the time when Sushant Singh died, there were many people coming out of the flat, out of his flat. And one of the persons was Bunty Sajdeh. What was he doing there? Okay, he was handling his business. But what business did he have to come and see the dead body of Sushant Singh Rajput? So, all these things struck the viewers only late. Because, many people popped out of that flat. You had a makeup man, Bollywood makeup man. Was he there to cover the wounds? If so, how were the wounds caused? So did they break his neck? Did they, break his spine, his legs, his hands? Because everything seemed out of place. And his face was full of marks. His face and neck had injection marks. So what really happened? So there were, everybody except the required people were not there, because even the first lot of police were supposed to be, duplicates. So everything was very quietly managed by the Mumbai police under Paramveer Singh and Waze before, the ambulance was brought and, people were allowed to even know that Sushant Singh had died. So it was a complete cover-up. And of course, it was coming from top political sources only, because perhaps somebody there was also involved, as you know. And they were busy trying to cover up the whole thing. So now this new, relationship between these two people, it's just like, old wine in a new bottle, And Bunty Sajdeh is already beyond his prime. Now he's quite an oldie. Now, I don't know what sort of romance he's going to have with this woman, who everybody knows is so dangerous. No normal man would go and have a relationship with this woman. But I am not saying that Bunty Sajdeh is a clean man. With what all he has been doing, he would be even worse than her. So let me just take a few comments before we move on. Rhea is badly in need of Gunda company. She found somebody to defend in case of any attack. Yes, says Mohana. Mahesh Bhatt is a boss. The reins are in his hand, says Vinny. We love your honesty. Thank you, Anju. In the midst of all of these wicked ones, what was MB doing, man? MB as in, if you could elaborate. Shaila, Meenaji, did Paramveer give any information about it? No, till now we don't know anything. Whether he was questioned in this See, the CBI is so quiet that you wouldn't even know what's happening. And nobody is even asking them why they're, not coming up with something. Seema is his sister. Rohit's wife is a cousin. Yes. Welcome, Gloria. It's sad to know the reality of cheer girls. What a pity, says Vinny. Maya, the nexus between IPL, cricket, Bollywood, definitely enabled by Oilers like Bunty, whose sister is married to, not sister, whose sister is married to Salman's brother, but his Bunty's cousin is married to Rohit Sharma. Okay, let us look at the next one. Feels Bunty is so bad and corrupted man with money and international connections, he could have hired killers outside India, so nothing can be traced. They're all a part of this cabal. Welcome, Shreya. Thank you. Yeah, cruel laughter and wicked planning. We can see karma showing itself in the case of wicked Rhea and Suraj, as they do not have. Yes, well said. At all, they thought by eliminating DS SSR they could hog the limelight. Nothing happened. IPL parties were just dens of vice and debauchery. Yes. Welcome, Sharmila. Sorry, just wanted to compare the case of Venom. Bunty was Disha's boss, and Disha's mum had said in her first interview that Disha went with her boss to meet SSR on the day she died. Okay. And I don't believe a word of what the mother says, Maya, because the mother has been, weaving a whole, what do you call a blanket of lies, sitting with Rohit, Rohan Rai. Dear moderator, Mr. Arup Chatterjee had compiled a wonderful book on Mother Teresa. Please invite him to your show. In which connection is this, Ashish? Because I do not believe in Mother Teresa. She has been completely exposed. So I would rather not speak about her in this chat. Tai Bunty relationship proves yet again that SSR Disha murders are correlated. Karthik, please don't compare that dirty criminal to a cobra. Cobra is divine and much better perception. Real low-class hustler will go with anybody who has got money. Welcome, Mohana. Hi, Anju. 31% is not even pass percentage. Do hit the... Thank you, Ram. Or maybe they have joined together to supply drugs easily, yes. Even gadgets found in Miti Nadi also having no news. Yeah, Mahesh Bhatt. Tai is a part of the cabal. She is their public property. They use her as and when they want. Exactly. Name given is a fact. If they don't need, she will. Yes. Brilliantly analyzed, Gloria. I always love the way you express your thoughts, very with lucidity and clear, and to the point. So brilliantly conveyed. Mother Teresa एक मिशनरी जो करता है वही कर रही थी. Bunty ka end. Yes, absolutely. So now let's move on to the next piece of news. As you will know that he is desperately, yes, Akshay is desperately trying to come back as, Shivaji, Maharaj. And the photo that he has taken is with a chandelier at the back. Now, the first look, Prakash Raj brutally trolls Akshay Kumar for his Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj look and electric bulb goofa. The first look of Akshay Kumar as Chhatrapati Shivaji shows a chandelier having light bulbs installed throughout its rim. Now, Singham actor Prakash Raj has joined netizens to troll Akshay over the goofa. So you'll see that it has a visible glitch where the chandelier can be seen having light bulbs installed throughout its rim. The reason behind the trolling is that the bulbs were invented much after the tenure of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who ruled from 1630 to 1680. Now, taking the criticism a notch higher, Prakash shared the picture of Akshay's look with a goof up on Twitter. He also shared a meme featuring Akshay and PM Modi, where Modi asks Akshay, Shivraj Maharaj ke time electric bulb kaise aa gaya गुटका चोर? To which Akshay replies, वैसे ही जैसे आपके पास 1988 में डिजिटल कैमरा आ गया था. The actor captioned his Twitter posting saying "मन की बात" followed by hashtag just asking. Now, we all know that Prakash Raj is a person who hates Modi. Whether it is an agenda, whether he's being paid for it, it seems rather obvious that he has his intentions very clear and he belongs to the Tukre Tukre gang. And whatever he said about Akshay Kumar, about the chandelier, is something that everybody was talking about, and it's nothing new. So, but maybe he was just like all the mainstream media say he was trying to score some brownie points. That's all. So I see both of them as brothers or rather twins. Both of them are despicable. Maya says Bollywood next is Bunty and Mahesh Bhatt. Yes. Rhea is Vishkanya, says Shweta. Rhea is close to Mahesh Bhatt and now new relation of Bunty as Danger People. Yes. Ankita Uttarakhand case investigation is lost somewhere. Hope justice is done, says Paula. Gloria ka Bunty ka end nahi hoga. They are too big. Tai is a pawn. She has no self power. सबसे बड़ी फ्लॉप मूवी होने वाली है. Yes. Welcome, Lakshmi. Ulta chor ko dante. As such, Prakash Raj has no credibility himself. Akshay is already boycotted. Why he keeps coming in different roles which he cannot perfectly present? Says Maya. Thank you so much, Martin. Bollywood making Mahabharat film. Aamir Khan cast as Lord Krishna. What a shameless, disgusting people as these. They just want to enrich. No, this is wrong news, Pavel. Because very clearly this midget Buddha has said that for 1 year he's not going to do any acting. So just ignore this. This is just a rumor. Welcome, Gloria, always. Anonymous, Prakash Raj is the male version of Swara Bhaskar. Anonymous. Gummy Kumar is only interested in making a movie for money. History, accuracy, and authenticity is nowhere in his vocabulary. Welcome, Himani. So let's go to the next piece of news, where the Buddha, who never grows old, now has changed his girlfriend again. So how many times has he done it? 100th time. And do we call these women girlfriends, or do we call them as something else? Ashish says they just do some controversy only to be in the news. That's all. Maya says Prakash Raj is a Hindu beta, and so nothing new in his heckling. Akshay for Shivaji role. As you rightly said, both are sly foxes with their anti-national agenda. Absolutely. Nisha. Meena, the film crew had explained that this was just a rough glimpse. They needed lights for the shoot, so they made use of what was there. In the movie, these lights. Now, see, Nisha, let us not take these, things what they say, as a sort of a apology or whatever. These people make mistakes. And now what they're doing is they're learning from social media what they should not do. Now this will teach them that please do not use bulbs. They don't do their research, Nisha. Within 15 days, they want to bring a film out, and then launder the black money into white. That is their only intention. There is no intention of showing Shivaji in all his glory. And here, if they wanted lighting, did they have to take a shot of him and the chandelier? Lighting can always be provided from. I'm also a movie maker. I know exactly how the lights work when we are shooting a film. What they were trying to show is, in their ignorance, trying to show grandeur of a palace. They did not realize that they goofed up. That's all, Nisha. Nothing else. Akko looks more like Aurangzeb. Shivaji was short and dynamic. Opens mouth and push. Rekha, welcome, Rekha. Ma'am, Ulti Khopri in his channel has exposed every Bollywood. His views are, yes, he is a very good critic. Puja is his new fling after Jacqueline. May God's blessings be with you both. I also want to thank you for keeping Sushant Singh Rajput alive. Yes, till we get justice, we will continue that party. Karthik, Meenaji Midget was doing puja in a temple. His so-called divorced second wife, Kiran. He looks like a Mumbai sanitary worker in that photo. No offense to Safai Khan. Yes, we are moving to that news as well. Just hate all Bollywoodians after SSR's death. When I see their pics and videos, it's all so fake. Karthik, he's a dobi ka kutta, na gar ka, na ghat ka. Yes, Mini. Okay, now so I'm moving to this. As per reports, Salman Khan has found love in her Kisi Ki Bhai Kisi Ki Jaan co-star Puja Hegde. A Twitter user named Umar Sandhu, strongly connected in the industry, made this revelation that megastar. Now I don't know. From they keep on raising the status of him like superstar, bigger star. Now it is megastar. Is dating Puja Hegde. Umair took to his Instagram and wrote, "New couple in town. Megastar Salman Khan fell in love with Puja Hegde. His production house also signed her for next two films. They are spending time together nowadays." Confirmed by Salman Khan's close sources. It is also reported that Puja has now signed now more films with Salman Khan. The Radhe Shyam actress is 24 years younger to the superstar. Now here, let me just make a few comments. If you read what or heard what Somi Ali said about Salman Khan, if you heard or saw what Puja Mishra said about Salman Khan and his brothers, you will realize that they are a dirty lot. Everything from physical abuse, sodomy, everything is mentioned in their confessions, which are then, of course, removed by their what you call their bully bodyguards or whatever, whoever is protecting his image. Can you imagine, Puja, if I would be speaking to you directly? You come from the southern film industry. Don't you have any shame that you go out with a man who's abused so many women? He's a serial abuser. He's violent. The way he behaves with women is always demeaning them. And yet, you got lashed onto him just for money and a few films in your pocket. It makes us ashamed because you were doing well when you were in the South films. Look at how you have lowered yourself. Now you are nothing more than one of his women. That's all. So whatever you call him, Buddha or Megastar or whatever, the status that you will have is the same. After Footpath Killer used Gilly, now it is Puja. Yes. Ma'am, what about Rishi Sanan and Pravas? No, there's nothing there as well. Ecosystem, they will collapse. SSR's divine energy will ensure, yes. An actor, always an actor, whether real life or real life, yes. I'm from Florida, USA, and I'm keeping Sushant live by donating to a government school in Rajasthan in Sushant Singh Raj. Well done, Patty. Meenaji, new pics of Shehnaaz Gill gradually. She's becoming like Mauni Rai, especially her dressing and her makeup. Midget has stopped acting for reels for, acting in real life. Absolutely. I saw a clip of Big Boss, I think, 16, where Gill girl had come and the chemistry between her and Butta Khan was like, yes, absolutely. I saw a post of Moni posing as the Addams family's character Wednesday. Addams and has been trolled massively. I commented as Budwar ki Nagini, yes. Well, Somi Ali will start a new rant again on Twitter. It's Puja Hegde now. Feels bad for Somi Ali though. Well, what is the Shehnaaz Gill chapter over with Sallu? Yes. Actually, Bollywood is split in two categories. Hardcore Urduwood like Khan camps, says Parul. Opportunists, pseudo Hindus like Akshay, Ajay, Kangana, Vivek. Future will see them turning against each other. Yes. Ma'am, Puja Mishra has asked for forgiveness from Salman. Said she was influenced by a black magicster. Cast a spell on her during, and we believe it. Martin, thank you so much, Martin. Friends, please hit the like button. Meenaji, one old video of Salman and Katrina interview where he openly bullies Kat for dating Ranbir, where Kat likes to date schoolboys. If they will post controversial pic, then only everyone will talk about the movie. Absolutely, yeah. So let's move on to the next piece. Now, Shehnaaz Gill, who is supposed to be a singer and an actor of Big Boss 13, is all set to make an appearance on the latest season of the Salman Khan. It'll be a homecoming for Gill. And actually, we saw this, scene where she, hugs Salman and dances with him. And you can see the kind of chemistry that they share. So I don't know whether it's actually what she feels for Salman, or whether it is just to get a few movies in our pocket, as Puja Hegde did. And always, in between, whenever she feels guilty, she keeps mentioning Siddharth Shukla's name. So this is another woman who is a parasite. So many parasites in Bollywood that you don't you need a lot more trees for them to climb on. Yeah. So let's move on to the next piece of news. Shraddha Walker, in the Shraddha Walker murder case, Delhi Saket Court extends Aftab Poonawala's judicial custody by 14 more days. Earlier, accused Aftab was to be produced in person, but the decision was changed due to security reasons, officials said. Now, Delhi's Saket Court on Friday extended the judicial custody of Aftab, the accused of killing his live-in partner, for 14 more days. He was produced before the court via video conferencing. Earlier, he was to be produced in person, but the decision was changed due to security reasons, officials said. He is currently lodged in Tihar jail after being charged with killing Shraddha on May 18 this year. Earlier, he was to be produced in person, but the decision was changed due to security reasons, officials said. According to reports, the Tihar Jail Authority had directed its 3rd Battalion to provide special security to the accused, as he was likely to be produced before the concerned judge in Saket Court. The jail authority said that Aftab shares a cell with 2 more inmates. Meanwhile, one of the investigators in the case said that Aftab is very clever and a new twist in the case cannot be denied. Early on December 1st, his narco test was conducted, where he's reportedly accepted that he killed his girlfriend. And during the test, he also revealed where he had disposed her clothes. Later, forensic science lab experts also interacted with Aftab during the post-narco test. The post-narco test is an essential part of the narco test of any subject, and without it, the procedure of the narco test is incomplete. Shraddha's father, while speaking to the media for the first time after the brutal murder of his daughter, said Aftab pursued her to leave her home and parents. He said it was because of the dating app Bumble that Shraddha came in contact with Aftab. In the press conference, he also said that Aftab accused of killing his daughter and he must be hanged to death. Now, Vikas Walker said the probe conducted in Shraddha's murder case by Delhi police and Vasai police is good. He also said Vasai police and Nalasopra police showed laxity in the investigation, which is unfortunate. He alleged that she would have been alive if the Vasai police had helped him. Meanwhile, Seema Kushwaha, you remember the lawyer we used to interview earlier, Shraddha's father's lawyer, has accused Aftab's family members should also be named in the charge sheet. She also said that though people have the right to use their dating apps, but these apps should also be monitored, as there can be criminals and terrorists using them. Yeah. So let me just take a few comments here. Sunita says, very well said about Puja. This was exactly what I thought. She had many fans here in the South. Minaji and all CM family together. I went to Bridangeshwari temple, which Alexander Jacob sir told, and prayed for Sushant and everyone. In fact, here, Athira, what I would like to say is that ever since we showed that video, the interest in this temple has grown really widely. And I see a lot of YouTube mentions about people going there. Actresses, Kerala actresses also going there. And so the interview which we had with Dr. Alexander, has been seen by a lot of people. And I'm glad that, people are going to the temple and realizing the value of this temple, and also the kind of, the aura that the temple has, and how it can, like he said, even if you wish for the most impossible thing, she will grant it. And this is also on my agenda when I go to Kerala. I want to visit this temple. It's very important. Thank you, Atara, for going there and telling us, about it. Namaste. Somewhere down the line, I find ourselves at fault too. After all, we only created a facade, namely hero out of midgets. Thanks for info, says Anju. Thank you, Anju. Yes, Atira, for praying for Sushant. Karthik, yes. Ma'am, absolutely, you spoke wrong about Mother Teresa, who did so much for the downtrodden in India. What exposed? It's on the mind. If anyone does good, there is an intention. Caroline, I think you need to do a little bit more research. Then you will find out exactly what was happening to babies, whether babies were being sold. Now, if you do that, then perhaps you'll understand what we're talking about. Martin, let's hit like too. Thank you, Martin. And friends, please press the like button. Why Narco test not done in Disha, Jia, and Sushant case? Yes, exactly. Mumbai cops could have saved Disha, SSR, Walker, and many more. Absolutely, Tom and Jerry. Why narco trust? Yes. Well said, Farida. Yeah. Moving on to the next piece of news. This is with regards to Aamir Khan. Now, this midget Buddha recently performed a puja for the new office of Aamir Khan Productions. He was accompanied by his former wife, Kiran Rao, as they performed the aarti along with other several staff members. Lal Singh Chadda, director, shared the photos from the ceremony. At a premiere screening of Salam Venki, he said, "For years I've been working continuously, so I decided to spend some time with my family. Also, there is work on Pani Foundation. There is other stuff as well. As far as acting is concerned, I'll return after a year." The actor made a guest appearance in the movie Salam Venki. Now, what I really don't understand is that usually he goes for Hajj, and that's where he meets with the Pakistani friends of his. One was Junaid, who died, the pop singer who converted to, who became a this thing, converted strongly towards his religion and moved away from pop music. And also, who I think he died in a crash, and other such people. Now he's showing that he is a avid Hindu, Sanatana Dharma believer, and for this he has to drag his ex-wife also, because if he drags any of his other girlfriends, the impact will not be felt. He thinks people are fools. You see images and you suddenly believe that, oh, he's become a Hindu bhakt. He should also understand that people are not fools. People can see through his game, and whatever movie he makes, even after 1 year or 10 years, that will be as big a flop as other movies. Ursri, all these for Aamir Khan in new movie. Oh, acha, he acts in real life too. Absolutely. Midget hypocrisy on show, says Divine. Absolutely. Whatever Meena ma'am said is true. She's totally exposed now. Look at Aamir. Absolutely. Midget hypocrisy on show. Aamir Khan's new movie. Yes, he's acting in real life as well. If narco test has to be done in the case of SSR, G and Disha, a minimum of 100 people should be taken to the narco lab. Thank you, Atira. Aamir Khan has performed Hajj. It's against his religion to perform a puja. Is salam an Urdu word or Hindi word? I thought he retired. So why all the nautaki? Absolutely. Caroline, God bless for your mindset. Truth will be the truth. Caroline, we respect your thoughts and your belief, but if you research, you will find out that she was the most corrupt, and they used to sell babies. And if you read the truth about their missionary, you will be shocked. Okay, but again, see, you don't need to agree with us. These are our let us each respect each other's thoughts. These are our thoughts. We don't want to argue with you. All these for Aamir Khan New movie? Oh, yes, he is acting in real life. I sometimes think, says Farida, if Paramveer Singh was not commissioner when Disha Sushant was murdered, the case would have been solved. If any other honest commissioner, yes, yes, absolutely. If you hear the way Kiran Bedi speaks, it would have been so good to have someone like her. But here also, let me tell you, there was an interview of Kiran Bedi with one of the in one of the YouTube interviews, with a journalist, and I noticed that neither the anchor, who's a leading editor, and nor Kiran Bedi ever mentioned that this was Aftab's was a case of love jihad. Why they don't do it, I'm shocked. Only if you say it loudly and clearly will girls be warned not to go into these kind of relationships. It's so important. But education is lacking because people are scared to speak like this. Tom and Jerry, I wonder why these midgets ex-wives are so pally with this food. Yes, Tom and Jerry, you're so right. Because I don't know. First of all, if you ask me the truth, I find, this is Kiran Rao, someone who has absolutely no character. Meaning, I'm not saying bad character or good character. No, she looks like someone. You look at a white board, or a plain piece of paper. There is nothing written on it. So you can't see any emotions on it. You cannot see anything. You can't read her face. So you know that this is also a sort of a commercial kind of relationship. So what they do, see, you will see that everything here, it is like love jihad. If you look at Katrina Kaif, she's a half Muslim, and this one, Vicky Kaushal, he's a Hindu. You look at Kareena Kapoor, you look at Saif. Okay, you look at so many now. Sonakshi and her boyfriend, who has been selected by Salman himself. You'll see all these relationships. There's a deliberate attempt to bring these two religions together. What is the purpose? Of course, you all know. We've been talking about it quite hoarsely. When they consider Hindus as haram, why does their religious leader allow them to marry them? Exactly. Their religion is an absolute lie and propaganda. And what they say is, Hindu women have no morals. They will sleep with anybody before marriage. That's the kind of opinion they have. Sunita, God bless your mindset. Everything that's said is oregano, which our Indian media is famous for. I won't correct you. Think whatever, because truth will be truth. Kalindi, hello, welcome, Kalindi. Even if any other commissioner was there in place of PBS, the same thing would have happened in SSR case. Lucia, good morning, Meena and Jaydev and all our loyal viewers. Thank you so much for joining us, Lucia. The entire police force of Mumbai was under the control of MBA. Nothing could have been done. Hope some fatwa is pronounced on this cook, Aamir. We love your honest words. Thank you so much, Anju. I've been busy with my grandkids, but always watch at night. I'm hooked on getting justice for SSR. So nice of you, Lucia, because the more people who join this movement, the stronger we get. Minaji, my dad is watching the live alongside me. He conveys his appreciation towards your efforts. Thank you, and my respects to him, Dr. Shreyasi. For a second, I thought, what is Lalu Yadav doing? Totally opposite to his PK. He looks like that. Why Arnab Goswami is after Paramveer? He has faced this. That's why Arnab, yes, exactly. He's been abused by him. Thank you, Martin. Let's hit a like. Talking about Kiran Rao, why do our Hindu sisters avoid wearing Indian sari, at least on such auspicious days? Shraddha Walker's father met Fadnavis. Hope politicians getting involved does not muddy the case. I do not know how much, Maya, I can trust Devendra Fadnavis. Hello, Karthik. Always enjoyed your knowledge and sense of humor. Maya, Meenaji watched your show of Ganesh. Yes. Dr. Ganesh. In there, I came to know reality of Swami Nityananda. It's good of you. You're revealing the truth. Yes. See, we are not losing anything or gaining anything, by educating other people. It is good for them to know the truth, because as you see, you're not the same person you were when you were in your teens or when you were in your 20s. As you grow older, you're gathering so much information. You're evolving as a person. And you're spiritually also getting evolved. As you grow older, the amount of spirituality you gather, that makes you a much better person and makes people also believe and trust you. So these things are very important, Maya. So thank you so much for that. This Rao female must have got big fat alimony from Aamir. That's why she has to fall. Not only that, this is a business relationship, Rashmi. As Kajal mentioned, these guys know how to be softly spoken, Sufi andaz, and they know to hypnotize their partners. Hence, Kiran is still Shweta. The sin of Bollywood and eliminate SSR can't be washed off by generations. SSR is immortal. Absolutely. Thank you, Lucy. Guys, please like and share. Kiran Rao is a Cartoon Network. Friends, when you watch this show, it doesn't mean much if you can just press the like button and share it, but it means a lot for the channel. So please do not be lazy. Do us a favor, press the button. Can't hovering around? Yes, Aamir. Salam is definitely Urdu. The more they act good, the more they become. I hate when they put out Gurus and Swami in the media, yes, on sexual offense. They don't lose one opportunity to impose Urdu, isn't it? This is real gutterwood. The more they act to be good, the more they become dangerous. Absolutely. SRK and Gauri Khan too, yes. Devendra Fadnavis is going to be a liability for BJP soon, the same way as Gadkari, Smriti and Anurag. And you look at the area which has lost, that is Anurag's area. Don't forget that. Now it's Nanda also. All are, piggybacking on Modi ji's success. Instead, if they worked as hard as he did, those areas would also win. They sit at home, they don't go canvassing, they don't do anything, and for any, cutting the ribbon or, lighting the lamp, they are first in the order, or to ride a tractor, or eat golgappa. Ma'am SRK, yes. Hope all is well with you. Yes, just on a break, he's appearing for some sort of exam, so busy with that. Okay, now let's move on to the next piece of news. Now, Malaika Arora says she's not ruining the, a 12-year-old younger Arjun Kapoor's life by dating him. He's a goddamn grown-up man. In the latest episode of her Moving In with Malaika, she addressed the age gap between her and Arjun Kapoor and hit out a troll saying that she's not ruining his life by dating him. Now, speaking about her love life, she channeled her inner stand-up comic and said that she's not ruining his life by dating him. She even cracked jokes on her sister, Amrita, and friend Anusha Dandrekar, and then said, and unfortunately, not only am I old, I'm also dating a younger man. I mean, I have guts. I mean, I'm ruining his life, right? I'm not ruining his life. It's not like he was going to school and he couldn't focus on studies and I told him to come with me. I mean, every time we are on a date, it's not like he's bunking classes. I didn't catch him on the street while he was catching Pokemon. Then she put her foot down and said that Arjun is a grown-up man. They are two consenting adults and can make their own life decisions. And she also used a popular expression to explain how older women are judged for dating younger women. If an older man dates a younger girl, he's a player. But if an older woman dates a younger man, she's a cougar. This is not fair. During the show, Arjun also sent Malaika a video message to encourage her for a stand-up comic act and reminded her that first people will laugh at you, then they will laugh with you. He also called her the funniest person around since she laughs at all of his jokes. He also told her that she had already won the battle when she wanted to do this, despite her insecurities about cracking jokes in public or on stage. He concluded his message saying, "But you got this." Now here, friends, what I'd like to tell you is that, see, the kind of messages that people in Bollywood, are giving, everybody as if they are philosophers or spiritual, leaders, that please follow us, is frightening. Okay, it started with the Thaliwali Mami telling her, granddaughter, Yeah, you can have a child before marriage, or you can live together before marriage. Now, you remember I told you the example when she wanted, before marriage, she wanted to go to London with Lambuji. Her mother-in-law put her foot down and said, "If y'all don't marry, you can't go." You know, so that's how Thaliwali Mami, got married and then left with Lambuji to London. So apparently, this Thaliwali Mami already had these ideas even before her wedding at that time. So you can imagine what sort of a woman she is. Now there are more women like Alia Bhatt, who was pregnant even before her wedding. And then you have people like Farhan Akhtar, who marries two or three women according to his religion. And then they live together. He doesn't marry until it becomes desperate. He becomes desperate to show society he's a respected couple. So this is the kind of message that they're giving. And now, if you look at Malaika also, I was watching a video, where she comes with her son from the airport and with her husband, ex-husband, that is Arbaz. The son is torn between the mother and the father. So partly he's hugging her, and then partly he's hugging his father. But you can make out that he doesn't know which side to lean on. Now, Malaika absolutely has no qualms. She's wearing the shortest of shorts, busy showing her body to everybody, which is what she does. If she's an exhibitionist, more of it. And if she's in this sort of whatever series it is, she's talking about her insecurities. These are things that are troubling her. When she's dating someone or sleeping with someone 12 years younger to her, there seems to be some sort of a gap there, right? And you're also the lady who wore a Balenciaga gown, to Manish Malhotra's birthday party. So what was the message that you were giving there? Can you also explain that in your series? Because that message was a message endorsing pedophiles. The children who were catching in the visuals were catching teddy bears, and there were bondage symbols all around her. So was it to say that it's okay to sexually abuse children? You also have a son. So do you endorse all this? In his case also. You're giving the wrong messages, mixed messages. Whether it goes into your brain or not, we really don't know. Whether you're empty-headed or whether Manish Malhotra is the brain behind you who told you to dress up like this and come for the party. Your double standards are visible to all. Anyway, Bollywood is now fossilized. Don't expect even one movie to be a hit. And you're also a fossilized person now. See, within a few years, you will be thrown away by Thunder Thighs. And you will go for younger meat. Let's say that. Ma'am, she wants to be in the news at any cost. Yes, as she's starting a new show. Absolutely. Meena, her sister, and Karina and Karishma. Or yes. And you remember, they had this birthday cake, where the cake was a penis, and this sister, Amrita, is supposed to suck it. Can you imagine? This is the kind of, dirt that they have, and it was brought by Malaika. So what is the message here you're giving, Malaika, to your own sister? Divine. Gata is a hard-working animal. We should not insult. He is a gigolo of sorts, but only is in Sallu Chachu's house first. The sister, then the bhabhi. What ethics they have. This Bunty is dangerous, says Debjani. He controls both Bollywood, yes, and cricket. Sushmita Sen, Neha Dupia, yes, these were all his girlfriends. Dia Mirza, Sonakshi, all tried to get him but failed. Rhea won. No, this is also not won the jackpot. These are just working relationships. Debjani, nothing more. I use you, you use them. I think I've already explained this, Radhika. I saw that cake video, and Malaika was encouraging her sister. Dirty woman. See, this is what you say, Maya. This is called Kaliyug. In Kaliyug, sab chalta hai. There is no difference between, wife or bahu or, a sister-in-law, daughter. This is the kind of dirt that they are promoting. Divine. I didn't know. I was just telling that comparing the donkey, which is hardworking animal, shouldn't be compared to this guy who lives free of cost. Yes. Looking at how Drishyam 2 has done, I doubt any South Indian film will be released in the North. Everyone will start doing what Vinal Devgan has done, block the dubbed film release. Malaika and sisters are wannabe Kardashians. Sushant's murder changed my views about druggy wood. Absolutely. PK daughter birthday is in bikini and puja and traditional. Who is he fooling? Maybe Rhea is using him to tangle her out from her, untangle herself from perhaps. Is that I guess that's what you meant. Yes. So I think with this, we'll end this news tonight. And tomorrow, we'll have Saffron Tiger joining us again for another session on Bollywood. And we'll see you tomorrow. Friends, good night and Jai Hind.